somewhere there was a pan say. I'm not penning for a year. You may deal in how much church of our drink as you soon would him dear so at a call. And ye happy nep penny. I a bear mubiano. Miniminia Sabe and ninye. Penning for 9 years for you to say, young come man. Tone suffer yenny. Our my year you mean my eno. And you know, I want them for Virginia Hanum. Ye can't say, yet there was it. Yet there was a brew, yet there was a bim. Yet there was it. I won't go super and I dream power. Name we a show boss say. Scam me piano, ye be ye dreamer. Send ye say a fata.
Under the distinguished patronage of the President of the Republic and by the kind courtesy of the Ministry of Business Development, is pleased to announce the winner.
World Bank mechire ewiase amansan nyina sika korabia batan said the Uba Ghana ya World Bank of Ghana a banks ya wo Ghana nyina hye na se sanso so na ya World Bank wiase amansan nyina sika korabia batan pa eno no chese World Bank Bank of Ghana, Bank of Nigeria, Bank of Hwan wo mu nyina hye sa World Bank na se wono mo kire se oba ebibiman mu titiriwa busia ena yede kikire oman bia obo na watua na World Bank enso eye sikakora bia ode bosia mawa osan di wachi wose tu ni pakuo mo mbetena oman ni mu na omama mani edi djuma wodi sika no yeden eye achi tine to de bia eze IMF for wo mo boy bosia IMF for say da bi bosia no mo de boy no ekwan ya fa so aye di no nye ye sika no enti akuafo ayi mayan fa sika no ntuatu adwumayefo nko aka ye fa benya ha ye say IMF conditionalities World Bank ensusu wo ne conditionalities obo bosia wo say di wachi etu ni pa betra o mani mo mani didie wo ye no achi na World Bank kire se busia wo mu ede abo abibiman nyina no Ghana His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo na edi omampani between 2017 ede besi 2024 no sa space no omahu se free senior high school na Nana Addo disika ba be shame no eno ne the most profitable business policy aban aye since 1957 One much say oba Ghana ha e free say wo man ye gye fa hodie 1957 no free senior high school is the most profitable social policy aban aye no wo man ni mu enti say abosia na Nana Danko Akufo-Addo begiye se wode ba be hye free senior high school mu no na eyade a World Bank say o mani di akire na o mahu se ahyase a improve na eneme no ba betwetwe nkomo bi kakra nyadaje na o de tie me Yenya nim se MPP amonyokuo no ankasa no omo ya amonyokuo bi omo ba ban mu a wo mo hyehyeye no aya no omo de ba no sa emprempren ya no ya na nipa nche de hu so mfaso de se wo mo afira ban mu ebre ya je ekofo ba ya wo hwe ne policies o de ba ya National Health Insurance FKIP free compulsory universal basic education ka se o pattern bi afa de banko school o sade school feeding program by Obako school and po besanya bibie di kakra aja ehye mofra no nkran or the policies bebre no by sabre ne ehye de hu so mfaso but wo mu anu omu ni bie no mo hye ase ko school ni ade no wo mu na 15 years time 16 years time wo mo hye ase a wo mu ehu so mfaso sabre no mu nso na His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo nso ba be Ghana man pani wo no so ba ye no nso hye ase the free senior high school by entina se enkwala no a ye wo mu free mo early 2000 ni mu ko 4 pence ho no mo no wo mu kro ya ne sa ba benya free senior high school ni bi sabre no madu senior high school fie so eko bi 8 years ni nyina na sika aban no ede hye mu ti World Bank kire se wo boni nsem hia ede mana na Addo Danko Akufo-Addo ni policy a wo de ebaye won mo ko free senior high school no ene wo mu na edi na Addo atem no fi se ene ankasa wo mu hunu so mfaso some years to come eye da chi asem nti enim se NDC aban ma nani ko free senior high school ni ho bi na wo de sika hyem yie na wo hwe pia na wo subsidize niema emofra na wo mu anya akwanya ko mu free ni nyina no da chi bi no wɔn betimi ayɛ bi na Nado Dankwa Akufo-Addo wɔama free senior high school no anso hɔ a wɔsa yɛ sɛ nipa binom wɔ hɔ nom a wɔn awie school wɔn wɔ nimdeɛ wɔn hia startup wɔn hia bibi kakra bi na wɔn de apagya wɔn ho wɔ nnwuma mu saa maburu no mbɛka wɔn asɛm yɛ nɛ nyame ayɛ adom ama wɔn abiebie nnwuma ama ebinom mpo afifa workers nye kuma ama wɔn atre wɔn adwumadeɛ mu na ɛbra his excellence na Nado Dankwa Akufo-Addo bɛyɛ ɔmampanin apɛ ɛna wɔsɛ ɛsɛ yɛ the business ɛna kyekyere wɔn bia enti ɔte Ministry of Business Development ɔte Ministry of Business Development kyerɛ sɛ ahwɛyɛ a wɔn ɛte ehwe emabunu ntete ya ompese omudu omusan bebi enti na wokɔ district bia na ye business resource center minim se mokaya trade and brana lanchemati ye trade minister no midinachi bebre maneko katikati sodo omko biebie niema bebre no aye business resource center chese wo district bia na se wo region bia na se wo idea bi about business fast now the coho okoho a obehun penifo wo kirekire mu kire omni ade na ma bo dwetire anaso ma bo kwan bia ma business resource center ye obabi bebre a ebi ewo ho no mu a oni nyina no na aban na ni suade hu no business eno nti business development no ode Honorable Ibrahim Awal Muhammad ye nyina ye kai sa wo pani na ejire da ne simi wo bokui ewo mfide nwuma mo bokui wo nwuma mo pa Awal Muhammad wono ena na Nado edi no esi ano na hwe ti afefe na ti me pa ebre ya na Nado pese wo bo ma business ekoso nti no opa ekuobi na o launchi the FN say presidential pitch sa presidential pitch no eno ena na Nado fa ya oye se o de ba be sha se apia emabunu a wo mo ehia capital kakra na wo mo dia ye bebe na Nado lanchi saade ni wie no wo mu munya o de yenhwe lanchi ne kakra na me wie a me beka wa hinta sem bia na Nado koko pie mu Nigeria eko kan Tony Elumelu Foundation ewo Nigeria na Nado ko kan sem ni wo Nigeria ema omubo wo mu sem hia de ma no na Nado fi Nigeria okohwe de Tony Elumelu ye no apɛ eno nso ba Ghana ena wod beye ne replica ewo Ghana wo de yenhwe bra na Nado epaw sa presidential pitch no eni semo a wokan ye wokan wieye no ye bapɛ ye behwe Nigeria de kosi ye ansana yaba nipa 1350 something wo buy na Nado ma wo bia de wanya sika kora nya be 300 million wo de me yenhwe bra na Nado launch sa presidential pitch ni be emra
under the distinguished patronage of the President of the Republic and by the kind courtesy of the Ministry of Business Development is pleased to announce the winner, Aisha Liman. We celebrate you for all that you've done and all that you're poised to do. Ladies and gentlemen, it's yours for the applause. Vanessa Aisha Liman. It's the first of its kind by the state, enabling our young ones to birth all the entrepreneurial ideas and create jobs and avenues for growth in our economy. Ladies and gentlemen, if you may, a round of applause. This is how we unleash an entrepreneurial revolution, and we're ever so grateful to you, Mr. President, for doing us the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, please, a round of applause.
I want to urge all entrepreneurs in Ghana to live the Nado Akufo-Addo dream. What is this dream? No matter where you come from, no matter your circumstances, no matter your background, there's opportunity for you to develop in Ghana. Under Nado Akufo-Addo, every Ghanaian has equal opportunity to grow. And throughout this journey of your growth, Ministry of Business Development would be there for you. We are willing, we are determined, we are committed to make sure that the ecosystem is important so that Ghana can grow and become competitive in the global sense. Create products that not only satisfy local markets, but that can also go global.
A journey of 5,000 miles, they say, begins with the first step. We are taking the first steps. We've established a Ministry of Business Development under the leadership of a highly successful entrepreneur, the visionary minister, Muhammad Awal Ibrahim, to help grow businesses in Ghana. His ministry has launched the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Plan, NEIP, with initial startup capital of $10 million to support young entrepreneurs start up their businesses. We're now outdooring today a business ideas competition, which they have dubbed the presidential pitch. The fertile mind of the minister has other ideas up his sleeve to realize his ambition of helping unleash an entrepreneurial revolution in this country. The presidential pitch is a competition for persons between the ages of 18 and 35 years. The ideas presented must exhibit 4 characteristics. That is, they must be feasible, innovative, scalable, and impactful. Some 2,000 applicants were received through the web portal created by the Ministry of Business Development, with agro-processing and ICT proposals leading the pack. Ideas from engineering concepts, tourism, textiles and garments, sanitation and transportation were also received. Let me thus congratulate the 20 proposals that were selected at the end of this process and wish the unsuccessful applicants the very best of luck in their future endeavors. Surely, this is not the end of the journey for them. My late beloved mother, Yabuakuya, taught all her children, principally myself, her firstborn, that, and I quote, if at first you try, you don't succeed. Try, try, and try again, unquote. Ladies and gentlemen, some of the 20 successful applicants will be given mentors and attached to various businesses, whilst others will be stationed at our incubator hubs and be given working spaces to continue honing and developing their ideas. At the end of the competition, the 10 winners will receive support from government to the tune of 50,000 cedis each. It is my expectation that the 10 beneficiary companies should help create jobs and at least employ 3 people each. Through periodic updates from the ministry's monitoring and evaluation systems, I'm going to take personal interest in the way the beneficiary companies are run as the ministry helps nurture them into prominence. Again, through the NEIP, 500 young men and women across the country will receive funding to help expand their businesses. This will be the first time in recent times that a deliberate, systematic, integrated policy has been instituted to support early-stage startups and small businesses. My confidence in the sheer energy and can-do spirit of the Ghanaian makes me believe that in you, the contestants I have met today, the future of the Ghanaian private sector is extremely promising. I applaud each one of you warmly on your products and presentations. I hope the other contestants will excuse me if I single out the youngest amongst you, the 19-year-old young lady from Golu in the West Isala district, Vanessa Lean, for special attention and a personal donation of and a personal donation of 25,000 cedis. From me, in addition to what the 50,000 the ministry is to give her. I believe in Ghana's manifest destiny and in the capacity of us, her people, to construct a new, prosperous Ghanaian civilization that will reflect the progressive values and culture which have defined us through the ages. May God bless us all in our homeland, Ghana, and make her great and strong. Thank you for your attention.
And he's the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, a champion of industries across Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause.
Abusua, where the presidential pitch ni bi ni aka akɔhwɛ no. Enti where the nipa 10 pɛ ɛna Nana Addo bo omo dwetire sɛ omo fan start up wɔn businesses a ɛno no. Na ɛno akyi Nana Addo kokopie mu Nigeria memu. Nigeria ɔdefoɔ bi a yɛfɛ no sɛ Tony Elumelu Foundation. Tony Elumelu wɔno na wate foundation a ɔbɔ dwetire mabunu amoni abre pese mo bobra no ɔbɔ mo dwetire na ohunu anisuade hunu bi wɔ Nana Addo Akufo-Addo mu enti wo invite Nana Addo ma Nana Addo kɔ Nigeria sɛ Nana Addo brabe boa mbe kasa kyerɛ mabunu no na minya kakra ma wɔ mu a wɔn matimi hwɛ so yie na Nana Addo kɔ yen ensɛm wɔ kan wɔ Nigeria ha na abrante ba ku busa na asɛm sɛ Nana Addo wo se wo de Ghana Beyond Aid and I say Africa Beyond Aid ba ye nyina ye ni aso nanso mo da so gyebusia wo China for ho ne ade Nana Addo say obi gyebusia no nkyerɛ sɛ wo hia ni obi gye asikafo na gyebusia obi gyebusia na kyerɛ sɛ wo ye atua on power kyerɛ sɛ fa kyerɛ no Nana Addo he oka sɛ wie na mo bɔ mu nsɛm hia ye nkɔhwɛ de ɛkɔ so Nigeria ebra Tony Elumelu Foundation wo mo to wo mo san frɛ Nana Addo.
First of all, let me say a very big thank you for the opportunity to be here today. We live on the richest continent in the world, and yet our people are the poorest. That is a contradiction that has to be resolved. The people who live on the world's richest space are the poorest people in the world. The second, look at the history of the other countries and other continents. It's clear that strong market economies provide the best framework for development and for prosperity and for wealth creation. Yeah. So you put those two things together, and then you put a third aspect. We're told that 40 countries on the continent, the population of them, more than 50% of 40 countries in Africa are age group below the age of 25. That in fact, the median age, the average age of today's African is 19 years, 5 months. So that's it. It means that all these young people, they are the African people, are young people. So we put all these things together. And what does it mean? That the work you're doing here to encourage entrepreneurship, ingenuity, creativity, innovation amongst the young people, that is the future of our continent. No two ways about it. And I felt that with this objective and with these reasons that I have, I thought it would be a good idea to come here to support what you're doing and for the world to see that the political leaders of this generation in Africa appreciate the work that you're doing. That's what has brought me here to Lagos today, to come and participate in this thing. That it is so key to our future. And I hear you saying it on television all the time. You are our future. It is the truth. you are our future.
Did
There's
you hear
no two
that?
ways about it.
You are our future.
So then comes what governments can do to assist this process. I think the first thing is that they run their countries well. We so-called good governance. You run your countries well. You allow the institutions of your country to run efficiently. And the second thing, that you also run your economies well. You have an economy where there's macroeconomic stability, where inflation is low, interest rates are low, where the deficit is under control. Those are the building blocks for an economy that can grow. So that's our responsibility. Run our countries well and provide a framework for the macroeconomies of our countries to work well. And I think that we put those things together and encourage the ingenuity, encourage the sense of enterprise, the sense of innovation amongst our young people, then we are, as it were, squaring the circle. That's what I'm trying to do in Ghana. So since I came into office, we've established a Ministry of Business Development, which is running a program which it calls the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program. Main objective of the ministry is to encourage as many startups amongst young people as possible. The ministry itself, under the entrepreneurship program, offers certain kinds of services, business advisory services, tries to promote access to credit. It has established also a fund, an enterprise, a micro-enterprise fund of some 100 million cedis, which is using to support young entrepreneurs. I think there's something else also that we should never forget. All of these countries that are developed countries with developed economies, small and medium scale enterprises are those that drive those economies. Small enterprises, medium scale enterprises. Yes, you hear always the big corporations, the multinational corporations. But even in America, with these huge corporations, it is the small and medium scale enterprises that are the real heart and basis of the economies. So that is what we also have to do, to promote small and medium scale enterprises. And I think we put all of those things together, we're then creating the opportunity for growth and for prosperity and wealth creation. I am strongly opposed to this image of Africa as a country with its hands out, begging for arms and begging for aid. We don't have to do that.
We really don't have
We don't have to do that. We have all the resources on this continent properly put together, properly managed, that can create prosperity for our people. We should be giving aid to other people, not people giving aid to us. I believe that strongly, that we can build that Africa so long as all of us are singing from the same hymn sheet, and that we are together in this enterprise of promoting entrepreneurship. And that is why the work you're doing is so critical to the future of the continent.
The first time I got interested about you was because of Africa Beyond Age. But
that powerful speech, eh? You
Yes.
watch him with his counterpart.
yes, but how practical is Africa Beyond Age? Looking at the recent $60 billion loan from China to Africa, are you concerned that the Africa Beyond Age agenda might have been betrayed, looking at the rising Africa debt profile that is unattended?
Up till today, the education budget in my country, 30% of it is funded by grants from foreign donors. The same with the health budget of Ghana. Listen carefully to the figures. 30% of our education budget to keep our schools, our universities, our technical, vocational, educational institutions running is funded by foreign donors. The same with our health system. What I'm talking about is we have to work ourselves into a situation where we can fund those things ourselves. Borrowing money is not aid. What President Xi Jinping offered is a 60 billion fund which African countries can access, not as aid, but as loans. If you can produce a project that the Chinese think is worth supporting, you can have access to that money, but you have to pay it back. We will borrow money. Everybody borrows money. The United States of America is one of the biggest debtors in the world.
That's why we're in business.
Yeah, everybody borrows money. So borrowing money is not necessarily a betrayal of the concept of independence. No. The key for us in borrowing money is that we borrow money to create assets that would allow us to pay the money back. That's the key. Not to borrow the money and get involved with inflated contracts, misapplied, not properly thought out contracts and burden ourselves so that one day we can't pay back. If we borrow the money and use it properly, it's an asset for us in expanding our economy, expanding our infrastructure. People want to invest in the development of railway in Nigeria. That's not dependence. That's investing in your infrastructure. And what it will do to promote business in Nigeria is the way you pay it back. There's no contradiction at all in supporting what the Chinese did and continuing to say that we have to stand on our own 2 feet to develop our country. No contradiction.
We do autophone say me dance no abrochi mem hwensem a nanado ekoka on Nigeria kire wo mo ne anu yi a wo de ema questions a omo e de ma omo. Now back to Ghana. Nanado babedru Ghana pe ena wo de sa initiative ni bi bae. Sa presidential pitch ni po no wodi kan pa ho ntoma dada. Ansa na obekọ Tony elumelu program ne bi nti oba ya pe ena wo ma wo mo hwehwe district o ma manfo apply ye se wo ni suade hunu wo develop bibia wo pese aban bo o ma wo trem no fabra enti o mo hwehwem ni pam na de wo mo submission ko ye e de wo mo project ko ye enti wo mo ti abadwakuo committee e ma wo no e sone so wo mo nya nipa 3,300 and something mo fan cheme 1,300 and over. Any enya womu nanado pa ho ntoma wiye no obo obi adwetre se mumfanko na wo man ni beye yi a eginamo so o man ni bekọ nanimu a eye mu mabunu no a mo ba no mo adwene no a monya no e na beboa ma o man atimi akọ nanim enti mumfanko na mumfanko start bibi na mo so muntrem na mumfanfa afoforo na ena me ni wo kase saafo no a ye bo mu dwetre no ye ka ba bia ye binum aduro e wa abrabom eni nipa wo mo afa wo mo nyuma bi wo mo nyuma ka koduru a wo beba wanum saade no e beboa e pa yenko hwedwuma de ni bia nipa 1,300 and something wo mo nyina enya wo mo dwetre wala bushon we de dwuma de ni bi na yakọ aka akọhwe aba no bomodin an se obe like me video obe share na ode wadwen kire nso so ade aba ene ehia me pa eboa e ma bre bia no e wawa yen e wo yen dwumadie mu na share nso so e ma afoforo nso ensa enka bi we around the J report me da se
Wonderbushi. No fiano, no fian war, what can wonderbushi? You wonderbushi, Nana me daboshonu. No mabo jemo, no ma jobo, no fiano ni yo into me, no mabo wale. No your fe, numa job onu
Omampanyini. Nana Akufu Addo. Epache from Nana Kunedu Yado. Omampanyini ne na pamfo. Ena nwumre eye ni so ene eneje ene ahodwiri na pamfo ebebegina hanom. Nana ni ensu da yesa yenzu so. Ade fefese ebitam betue. Na de esombo ede wase pa ne se emra mpanimfo ne ye dwumadie nyina o makyerɛkyerɛ fa adwen kɛse so ne onim die so ede kɔ ani yi api nep panyini a ye ba mu bie no minimi nua sɛbe a nani nye mpanimfo na anye mfiri to sɛ ye nka o ma no ho to nsafrɛ ye ni a o moyɛ dwuma nyina ma ye no ani nua no ahodenfo begina ha no nyina no ye ka ne se ye de wase bru ye de wase bimnambiem ye de wase ewon kosopa ana adwempa wa ye na emum ye hye obo se scam me bia no ye be ye adwuma se ne se efata ahoden kwa so ani die kwa so odo kwa so nana that's a bru.
In order to satisfy the selection criteria, the business had to, 1, be a Ghanaian-owned business. Secondly, be a micro, small, or medium-scale enterprise, either at startup stage, or be an already existing business that needs support for growth. Thirdly, possess sustainability or a growth model. Fourthly, have the ability to scale up and employ others. And fifthly, be prepared to go through an intensive, structured entrepreneurship training program and mentorship. Ladies and gentlemen, the areas of focus of the businesses selected for funding cut across key sectors of our economy. That is agribusiness and agro-processing, information communication technology, ICT, sports, tourism and recreation, sanitation, waste management, green and ecological businesses, health, food and beverages, fashion, that is clothing and accessories, and beauty, media, marketing and communications, manufacturing and industrial processing, real estate and construction, and transport, logistics, and professional services. The successful beneficiaries will receive from the Ministry of Business Development continuous training and capacity building, mentorship, and business advisory services, free accounting services, access to business networking opportunities, and last, but certainly not the least, seed capital ranging from 10,000 to 100,000 CDs each. As you receive, you must be prepared to give back to society. With the training and support you're receiving, you must together be able to create some 30,000 direct jobs within the next year and several thousands of indirect jobs. Ladies and gentlemen, let me assure the Ghanaian people and the business community that my government will continue to work towards the creation of a conducive environment for the private sector to thrive. Our macroeconomic indices point to the revitalization and growth of the economy. The introduction of the e-business registration system, the paperless port clearing system, digital address system, the mobile interoperability system, and the national identification system will accelerate the process of formalizing our economy. At the same time, the abolishing of nuisance taxes, the reduction of additional taxes, which were all introduced by the predecessor government, and as well as the reduction in electricity tariffs, will continue to bring relief to the Ghanaian business community and will spur on greater efficiency